Fun. Great job by Jake Higginbotham. Our pitching staff, I felt like, did an unbelievable job. Strider was really good. Gilliam and Travis Marr, just really proud and happy for Travis Marr. He's had a tough couple weeks here where, just things have not went well for him. He's been outstanding for us out of the pen, but the last couple weeks have been tough on him. And, he keeps working, he keeps competing, and got an opportunity when he was basically our last right-hander that we had available out of the bullpen today, and he pitched extremely well. So our pitching and our defense was really good. And then Grayson Bird, obviously Grayson Bird was huge for us right there. Just an even kill guy that always goes up there and takes his best swing, and happened to get a ball up in the air and hit it out of the ballpark. But overall, we scored on some free passes. We didn't really swing the bat very well at all today, which is a testament to their pitching staff. I thought their starter did a really nice job of keeping the ball out of the middle of the plate, and our approaches weren't the best today. Hit a lot of ground balls to the pull side of the field. Just needed to do a better job of staying in the middle of the field. And, obviously there at the end, had two chances with the winning run sitting at third base, and, we got to get the runners in. That's the bottom line. I mean, we're in a position to win the game right then and there. And we got to find a way to score runs. So, it's frustrating, but on the other side, we did a good job of remaining cool and calm and collected and understanding that we had the last at bat. And that's the one thing that we kept trying to preach to the guys was maintain your composure. We're all getting frustrated here, but we get the last at bat. And as long as our bullpen and our defense can keep us in the game, we're going to give ourselves a chance to win it. And we did that. And it's just, again, great job by our bullpen and, getting the last at bat and finding a way to win another one-run game.
Coach, the decision to sit Cromwell out for Bird was a big one. Bird had the two big ribbies. Was that an easy decision or a tough one?
It was a really hard decision. It was a hard decision to make. We obviously, Patrick's going to be a part of our lineup. He's going to be a part of our team moving forward in a big way, and we have a lot of confidence in Patrick. We just felt like he's had a tough couple days, and maybe a little bit of a mental break would be good for him today. So we knew Bird could play third base, and needed to play Bird in the field. We've been DHing him a good bit, and I think we need to find a way to get Bird on the field some too. So I just felt like we needed to go with Bird today at third base and give Robert some cracks at the plate and see if we could get Robert going. So, no, it was a tough decision.
Monte, knowing what's on stake for you guys in the next few weeks, how big of a win is this to win a series in a pressure situation where they're giving it everything they have to beat you guys? Does it kind of get you set for the postseason because you're going to see teams like this maybe?
Well, that's what you get when you're dealing with sometimes a 3 or a 4 seed. I've been that team, so I know what it's like to be able to play against a program like a Clemson, whether it's in the regular season in a 3-game series or in the postseason. And, those guys are just free and easy, and they're just excited about playing. And that's a great feeling to have. The pressure oftentimes is in our dugout. We're expected to win, and we're expected to win series at home. So, our guys understand that they have to be able to play with pressure, and they have to be able to deal with the frustrations of the game. And I think sometimes when you're in that other dugout, you're not supposed to win. Nobody thinks you're supposed to win, so you can just go out and compete free and easy and have fun competing. And we actually try to do that in our dugout, and we try to bring that mentality, but it's awfully hard when the expectations just are what they are at a program like Clemson. I told them that we needed to get rid of the past, the frustrations, just seeing the body language of the players, and just guys super frustrated and down in the dumps because we had 2 opportunities to win the game with 1 swing at a bat. But you got to be able to deal with failure. It's an absolute in life and in the game of baseball. And if you're going to get frustrated in anything, well, it's already happened. And when you're frustrated, it's already happened. It's already in the past. That's not going to help you in the game of baseball. We got to play the next pitch. We got to play the next inning. We got to go out there with Marr, and he's got to be able to shut them down to give us an opportunity to come back in and win the game. So you got to be able to move on from it. And that was my message. I was more frustrated with how we were handling the failure of the situation. just move on from it. That's all we can do, guys. Keep your heads up. We get the last at bat. We're at home. We played a lot of close ball games. We won a lot of one-run games. So we got to feel confident in games like this. And I felt like the most part we did. But, we couldn't have done it without Mar. And we had the right guy coming up at the right time. We know that Bird's not going to get too nervous about anything. I mean, he's pretty laid back and even keel, so he has the right demeanor for that situation. I'm just going to go up there, and if it's up in the zone, I'm going to take my best hack at it. And he's got power and ran it out of the yard.
I know you guys, you enjoy the win like that, but I mean, is your heart kind of getting putting a little too much pressure on your heart?
No, not at all. No, not at all. I wasn't frustrated, bothered by it at all. Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm going to crash on the couch for the rest of the afternoon, and who knows, Netflix and some pizza or something. I don't know. No, I mean, you're not human if you don't feel that. You're not a competitor, and that's what we told the team after the game. If you're a competitor, you're going to get frustrated. We tell the guys intensity is your greatest tool. Greatest tool you got as an athlete is your intensity. And I'm a fairly intense guy when it comes to how we compete. I want our guys to be intense and compete. But we also got to be able to deal with the failures of the game. So, and that's just part of it. Yeah, I mean, that was a high-pressure situation and a high-pressure game, but, we made pitch after pitch and made some big plays in that ball game too. I mean, how big was Seth Beer throwing out the runner earlier in the game? You look at that, by the ninth inning, if we don't throw that runner out, we lose the ball game. So we made plays, we made pitches, and, we had the right guy coming up at the right time to win the ball game there at the end.
Coach, not to focus on the negative, but there are a few base running mistakes in this game. And are the repeated base running mistakes a concern at all this late in the season?
Well, they're always a concern, but it's the hardest thing to practice. When you get 6 days a week, the NCAA allows us 6 days a week and 20 hours a week to practice or play, and you're playing 4 of those days. You only get 2 days to practice. So we do spend one of our practices working on base running, and it's just, again, it's the hardest thing to practice. But you have to practice it, and you have to take it seriously, and I think we do. The base running mistakes really were more hesitation related than aggressive related. We got to make sure that any time we round the bag that we know where the ball is. We stopped a little bit prematurely, and then when the ball got away from the first baseman, we were unable to score. If we round third base and we find the ball and see it get away from and anticipate it, we got a chance to score. Now, if he gets thrown out then, he rounds it hard and he gets thrown out, so be it. I'd rather him be aggressive and get thrown out. And then, on the tag play, Chris is just trying to make a play. He's trying to tag up, thinking that the throw's going to go to the plate and see if he can advance, 90 feet to third base. That being said, their guy did a great job of just cutting that ball off and throwing it to second base. So it's a very headsy play by the middle infielder. A lot of times they're going to cut the ball and just turn and try to find the runners and see where they're at. But he immediately cut that ball, knew there was no play at the plate, cut that ball off and threw it to second base. And as a base runner, you just got to understand that there's 2 outs and you're at second. You're still going to score on a base hit, so there's no point being super aggressive and tagging with 1 out. You want to tag with no outs a lot so that a sac fly scores you. So we'll talk about those things, but, overall, no team is perfect, and we're certainly not perfect, but we're sitting at 39-13 with 4 games to go. So we've had a great season, and we need to try to do everything we can, more than anything, to get healthy and get ready, for a big week on the road.
You're expecting to be here at home again in the postseason, but how special was this senior day for you in your 3rd season with these seniors?
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, it was great with a special group of guys, and these guys, some of them I recruited, some of them I didn't, but we've embraced all of them. And we hope that they've had a great experience while they're here at Clemson, and we hope the best is yet to come, as they say around here. So hopefully we can finish strong and put ourselves in a good position for the postseason.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.